What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Day, and welcome back to Man United Talks Review. I'm ill, very ill. I apologize if you hear me coughing, sniffling. You can hear it on my voice. Welcome to the Man United Talks review of Manchester United versus Newcastle. The result was 1-0 to Newcastle. I was not able to watch the second half of the game. Therefore, that was why my review didn't happen. But I'm posting it today, and here we go. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe and share it and all that good jazz. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Okay, thank you guys. If there's anything that you would like to see change or any suggestions you have, drop it in the comments down below. And let's get right into it. First things first, I'm going to talk about Newcastle. Okay, Newcastle were just good. They were actually good on Sunday afternoon. Benitez's tactics that he went for in that game just came off very well for them, and they were like how can I put this? His tactics were ingrained in his players on the day, and they took to his choices of management like they haven't all season, and they did very well. They pressed very well, especially after they went up 1-0. They pressed so well, and prior to going up 1-0 and even after going up 1-0, their defensive structure was great, and fair play to them. They probably had something like 6 blocks in that game. I'll get on to Martial in a second, and I just don't know how we didn't get something out of that game. But fair play to Newcastle. Rafa, fair play to you. You got one up on Mourinho. And Mourinho's record of not winning at St. James Park continues. You know why? Because bloody well the commentator didn't say it. So, yeah. Anyway. Such is life. Let's talk about Manchester United. First things first. Let's just get the bad stuff out the way. Chris Smalling, obviously, was not a great game for him. Did not complete a tackle in the whole 94 minutes he played. And he's gonna get dropped. It's just that simple. If he doesn't get dropped, I don't know what Mourinho's doing. I mean, Smalling just looked off the pace. I mean, obviously this hasn't been the best season of his career. And personally, I think everyone knows this now. He shouldn't be playing with Phil Jones. I mean, once upon a time, they were supposed to be the most promising defensive duo in the history of... No, let me not go that far. But they were a promising defensive duo. And, but they just can't play together. Smalling's lack of... I mean, he's a big guy and he's a real awkward guy. I mean, and so is Jones. Jones is big in a different way. Jones is bulky and he's awkward and his balance is terrible. Chris Smalling is tall, lanky, and can't move sometimes. His just, you know, he always has to take a couple steps before he passes the ball. He doesn't do things first time by any stretch of the imagination. And they just shouldn't play together. They're both awkward and their passing isn't great. They shouldn't play together. Although, when Smalling played under Van Gaal, several times I saw him play balls forward over the top, and they were great. I don't know why he doesn't do it anymore. You know, you're a professional footballer at Manchester United. You should be doing better. Regardless, if Smalling doesn't get dropped, I don't know what the hell to do. I mean, I'm not the manager, but Mourinho, do your thing, mate. Do your thing. That was the first thing. The second thing, I think it's fair to say Jesse Lingard's form is gone out the window. Still a great player, still offers great movement, and he can do that off the bench. And he should not be ashamed of himself. No one should feel any sort of way towards him. He played great, and he's had a great run. But it's time for Mata to take his place. That is, if we continue to play this 4-2-3-1. I think Mata, you just slot him right in and throw Sanchez on the right, Martial on the left. Don't know what the hell Mourinho is doing, playing Martial on the right. But let me complete making my point before I move on. Lingard has been great, and you know, he's a squad player, Everyone's a bloody squad player at this point. When we got a squad like we do, you should not be ashamed to drop out of the team unless your name is De Gea or Pogba. I don't give a crap about Sanchez in terms of if he doesn't start, oh well. Because truth be told, we played great before he got here, and he's I don't want to say I'm bitter about him coming to the club, but he's took on the role of just controlling everything, and that's not a bad thing, but that's part of the reason he's looked and been man of the match, or suggested for man of the match since he's come here, because he's took the reins, and in my opinion the rest of the team has just fallen away. The standards have dropped, and it's just the Sanchez show. Now, we didn't buy Sanchez for the Sanchez show. Yes, I don't mind him taking control of the ball, but at the moment it's not benefiting the team. It's not benefiting the team just having Sanchez on the ball all the time. That is Paul Pogba's role. Sanchez is here to feed off of Paul Pogba. Terrible voice crack. And in return, so is Lukaku. That's the way it's supposed to go. It shouldn't be the Sanchez show all the time. If Pogba's not in form, that is when Sanchez turns it on. At the moment, you're supposed to let Pogba continue doing what he's been doing all season. You're brand new to the team, and yes, you played in this league for 4 years now, going into your 5th next season. Oh no, it's your 5th year now. But, dude, it's Pogba's team. And Mourinho has kind of lost the plot and just said, forget about Pogba. And I'm not saying that because he got subbed off yesterday, because he did have a little injury. It looked like a little limp he had going on. But, what I'm saying is, Pogba has ran this team. Let him continue to run this team. Just as if Pogba had went to Arsenal, never would happen. When Sanchez was there, it's still the Sanchez show, and it should be, or Jack Wilshere show now anyway. But yeah, I just think Sanchez is kind of taken away from Pogba, and Pogba, as I've said many times, plays the best with Martial on the left side. So the simple solution is to it's just play bloody Sanchez on the right and Martial on the left in a 4-2-3-1. Because that's the only formation we bloody play, which pisses me off. Excuse me. But if we're going to do that, you play the 4-2-3-1. The two holding midfielders, Pogba on the left, Matic on the right. And if Matic can't cut it, bring Herrera in. I'm sick and tired of seeing this. Just bring Herrera in. Pogba on the left, Matic on the right. Mata in the middle, Sanchez on the right. Martial on the left. And Rom up top. It's that simple. But Mourinho is blind, and he is the most stubborn man, as I've said many times. He is probably the most stubborn manager to grace the Premier League. And it pisses me off because it's right in front of his face, and he's so stubborn to this damn 4-2-3-1. You are the man who brought the 4-3-3 to the Premier League. And what you're doing right now is you're giving the keys of the Ferrari to Pep Guardiola. You drove the 4-3-3. You brought it to the Prem, right? It was your formation. You brought it to the Premier League with Makelele. Everybody talks about it. That's where the Makelele role came from. And now they got bloody Kante, right? And now you have Matic from Chelsea, who did play in a 4-3-3 a few times for you. And you don't want to do it at United. When you did it last season with Fellaini and Pogba and Herrera and Carrick. But now you got Matic and Pogba. And I don't understand. Carrick's getting older, so you would think Matic would just come in and slot into his position. No, it's not the case. Your 4-2-3-1 sucks, man. I'm going to be honest with you. It's crap. Get it out of the way. Get it done with, man. It's sickening. Jesus. I don't know if Mourinho's ego is too huge to do the same thing as Pep Guardiola. But I don't know if you recognize the only way to combat that team is to play the way they play. Jesus, man. Why do you think Liverpool had success against them? Not just because of the 4-3-3, which is the primary point in my opinion. But yes, Liverpool played the 4-3-3. But they also press well. And that's why they got what they got against Manchester City. So, wake the hell up, Mourinho. You're acting stubborn and it's pissing me off, man. Come on. It's just shocking. You're doing terrible. Okay? Yes, we're second in the league and I'm not going to go crazy. Right? Mourinho has done things for us that Van Gaal couldn't do and Moyes couldn't do. So, I'm happy to have him here. But when I sing things that can change them. Or I'm going to vocalize my opinion of what should be changed, because it's clear as day. So many fans are saying it. I don't know what the problem is. When you see the likes of Carrick, McTominay, I don't know if Herrera was on the bench on Sunday, sorry. If Herrera's on the bench, you got these players in the team. Why are we not playing the 4-3-3? What do you want? Do you want Toni Kroos? Do you want Mesut Ozil? I mean, he's not coming now. I don't know what you want, man. I don't get it. Something's got to give, man. I don't know. It's killing me. But what I will say is, if we're going to play the 4-3-3, here's how I think we should deploy it. Okay? Here's exactly how I think we should deploy this 4-3-3. Matic behind Pogba and Herrera, with Martial on the left, Sanchez on the right. Now, I know Mata and Sanchez have a link-up going on, right? I know this. But I feel Herrera brings the same amount of, not the same level or the same ability as Mata, obviously. But he brings the same control to the game that Mata does. He's got the touch and he's got the quick passes to move the ball around. And he's not afraid to concede to Pogba. Neither is Mata. I'm sorry for shaking that. Neither is Mata. Mata's not afraid to concede the ball to Pogba. But my point is, I think Herrera is obviously better in a 3 than Mata, although we haven't seen that yet. Pep is playing David Silva in a 3. And Mata and Silva at this point are more or less the same. Only difference is Mata hasn't been getting assists because people don't know how to finish. And in truth, Mata has probably been playing the pass before the pass to goal. Regardless, stop being so stubborn and egotistical that you can't freaking play the same formation as Pep. There's nothing wrong with doing the same thing as someone else. In truth, we'd probably be better than City if we did what they did. Oh my God, it's making me so angry. I swear to God, if I see Martial on the right side again, I'm going to absolutely hurt someone. I'm going to hurt someone. Oh, I'm stressed out. I'm sick. I'm starting to sweat. I apologize for my voice because it's making me sick now. What else do I have to say, man? I'm looking. I don't know what else to say because it's just... Both of Martial's shots in the second half, when he had 2 back-to-back, he hit the second one in the exact same place. You literally shot the ball in the same place twice. I don't know, like, whatever. I don't know what that was about. I don't know. I don't have much else to say. Lukaku's goal that was disallowed, I think that could be argued. I think it was 50-50. But I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad that it wasn't given, but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad if it was given, obviously. But yeah, also Lukaku's link-up play, man. Great link-up play, Lukaku. But his link-up play's been good all season. Like, there's nothing new. You know, and people say Harry Kane's link-up's great and his passing is better. His passing is arguably better. I just don't see Harry Kane better than Lukaku. I mean, Harry Kane has a lot more goals. But Lukaku is faster. He is stronger. If he had as many shots as Harry Kane, he'd have the same amount of goals, let's face it. He almost had the same amount of goals as Harry Kane last season. He came second in the running for Golden Boot at Everton. Right? And the reason he didn't win it is because somehow Harry Kane scored 4 goals away last season. Away. At Hull, I believe it was. Anyway. Yeah. That's what happened there. Yeah. Lukaku, man. Put a ball in there to Sanchez. How is Sanchez not scoring that? I don't understand. That's a great pass by Lukaku, by the way. Sanchez pushes it past both Yedlin. No, I think actually Yedlin kicked it away. Anyway, Sanchez has a wide open goal and he takes a touch for what? Why? You don't need to. I don't know, man. Whatever. We didn't get 3 points. We didn't get 8 points. We're still 2 points ahead of Liverpool. And Chelsea play later today. They've been overtaken by Spurs, but they have a game to play against West Brom today. So yeah, that's how that's gonna go. That was what it was, man. That was what it was. And just to sum it up, we were unlucky, very unlucky, not to get something from that game. Like I said in the beginning, Newcastle's defense was on point. Their tactics were deployed great. They all were what's the word? They were, I can't think of the word right now. But they took to Benitez's tactics on Sunday, and they did well. Fair play to them. They were clinical. I really thought De Gea was going to save Maverick's shot, I'm not going to lie, because he almost had it. But, hey, it's what it is. Newcastle showed up. We could have been better. We were unfortunate, but we could have been better. And it is what it is, though. 1-0 to Newcastle. This has been the review. Drop a like and subscribe. I apologize for the sickness, and I'm about to cough. I feel like I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. It's been your boy Day. It's been Man United Talks. Follow us on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. All in the description. Deuces.